today's video. Number 1, we have the autumn season. This is located on the northwest corner of the map, which is Zarki. It's only there in Zarki for now. I don't know if they're gonna add it in future updates to other parts of the map, but I think so because it presents the autumn season and they're gonna make the map more of dynamic weather, dynamic seasons and stuff. So this is a very cool add of them. And we have here also the picnic inside this autumn season section of the map. It's so much fun, and there's also some music, but unfortunately I can't share the music yet because it's copyrighted. Number 2, we have 4 different weathers. The normal one, as you guys can see right now in the picture, we are all used to this. This is also the dusk mode. We already have this too, so we are all used to this. And now this is when you see this in your loading screen, know that you can have a night mode game. And this is how the night mode game looks like in-game when it gets dark. And there's also one last weather, which is the fog weather. This weather is so rare. Number 3, we have the map. They have changed the color of the map, they have added small details on the map, and they've also added new compounds on the map, which is, the first one is close to Military Island, and the second one is close to Shelter. We will take a closer look on how they both look like. Number 5, we have night mode. Night mode games are not every single game, and it's currently only on Erangel. So if you see this kind of weather when you load into a game, you're gonna know you're gonna have a night mode game. This is how it's gonna look like at the beginning of the game. So as I said, it's not every single game. I've got it one game every 10 games, so it's a low chance. And now we're gonna look like at the second stage, which is the actual night mode when it goes dark. This is how it's gonna look like. You can also see sometimes the moonlight. And when the sun shines again, this is how it's gonna look like, which presents the morning feeling. I really like this. This is so much fun. Number 8, we have new settings. For these new settings, I'm gonna answer some questions you guys ask me on everything we go on. Is there any changeable crosshairs? No, not yet. Is there any changeable red dots, 2x, and so on so forth? No, not yet. I don't know if they can add it before they release it for the global update, but we will see in the future. So that question is answered. So we go down here, aim assist, no. We go to this Chinese writing thingy. If I enable this, you will get this quick scope toggle button where you can change between your scopes that you already have in your backpack. So if I do it 6 and now I scope in, it's 6x. I scoped 3, I scope in, it's 3x. Alright? This is for this Chinese writing thingy. If we go down here for the peek and fire, if we enable this, it's on tap tooling, right? Let's see what it does. 1 second. So if I tap on it, it stays like this. If we change it to the other one, this is hold to lean. So if I put my hand on it, I remove my hand, it stops. And the third one is, I don't know what the third one is. There's literally nothing I understand from this one. Anyway, let's go for the other side. This is tap. This is for the scoping in. So if I put my scope in like this, if I tap it once, it stays scoped in. But if I put on the middle one, which is hold to scope in, and I'm actually playing around with this, and you can aim with it too. So if you click on it once and you drag around, you can aim. So I really like this. The only thing I don't like is the aiming part, because I don't like to aim with the same finger. So that's just gonna be a problem. We go down. There's literally, yeah, there's damage effect here. If it is on mythic, then you will have red blood. When you shoot someone or you take damage, you will see red blood. But if you put it on uncommon, you will have green blood when you shoot someone or when you take damage. So this is for the blood color. Let's go to graphics. If we go to graphics, we have the same thing. There's no more Ultra HD, it's the same HD, HDR, Ultra. We have a new style, which is film. I'm using it right now and I actually really like it. I think I'm gonna play it in the global version release. We have here brightness. I've talked about this earlier in this video. When it's on 80, the lowest, you will have low brightness, but I really recommend all of you do it on 150, especially if you have a night mode game. Controls, we have these controls. They added some stuff you can change and add and stuff, so we're not too in depth in that. Here in vehicle, you can have this Chinese thingy, enable or disable. If you enable this, this allows you to have radio inside your car and you can listen to some music. But you can't enable when you get inside the car, there's a chance of you hearing the music of the radio or the radio being turned off. But if you disable it, you will never hear the music in the car anyway. Sensitivity, nothing added. For the pickup, I think they added some new stuff, but I really don't use it. Yeah, for the scope limits. So if you want to pick up more scopes, you can adjust this too. For the audio, same thing. Number 9, we have new grenades mechanics. There's 3 new grenades mechanics we will be talking about in this video. The first one, as you guys saw, leaning right or left to throw grenades. And there's number 2 is crouching and throwing grenades. You can crouch mid-cooking the grenade and throw it. And number 3 is now when you cook a grenade, you can change the throw to high throw or low throw mid-cooking it, but it will reset the timer. So if I cook a grenade and it's on high throw and I want to change it mid-cooking to low throw, it will reset the timer. So that's it. One more bonus question I've got asked a lot: can you jump while throwing the grenade or while cooking the grenade? No, you can't. You have to throw the grenade completely and then you can jump. You can't jump to make the grenade go further away. Number 10, we have new spectate opponents. When you die and you get killed by an enemy in solos and in squads, you can now spectate your enemies. But in squads, you must be the last guy who actually died from your squad to be able to spectate the enemy. There's also no death cam, not on solos, not on squads, so there's no death cam. That question is also answered. Number 11, we have the super prone. This is what I'm calling it, guys. Every time you sprint, you just fly in and you prone down. This is very fast and very efficient. They fixed up so many bugs from previous versions, but I'm seeing so many people adding this to their own gameplay and playstyle. Number 12, we have small changes. I'll be gathering all the information about the small changes into this category. So let's start off with the first one, which is the new haircut. This haircut is for men and women. I will show you an example about men too. This is how it's gonna look like. There's no competitive mode yet in arcades. I don't know if they can add it before they release the global version, but we'll see in the future, so that question is also answered. There's also this new thingy that you click on to choose the language of the people you're gonna be playing with if you're playing in squads. So if you go random squads, you can choose the language of the people who you play with. So probably they will have a microphone and you can voice chat with them. They've changed the design and the texture and the color of some elements, such as the helmet. As you guys can see, you can find a gray helmet, you can find a green helmet, and there's also this backpack which is changed as a color a bit and also some texture. They also added some wrecked dossiers, so the wrecked UAZs don't get lonely, and they have some company now, which are these. There's also some pumpkins and candy on the ground when you load into a game and you're waiting the game to start, where you can pick up and throw on other people, just like apples, because you don't have apples anymore. Speaking of which, there's also the point of interest, so whenever you load into a game, you'll be at the other island just as previous updates. So I don't know about the point of interest, if they removed it, if they left it here, but we'll see in the future. Now the leader of the clan can now purchase a card from the shop of the clan to change the name of the clan once every 60 days. Now the minimap zooms out whenever you drive into a car or whenever you drop from the plane, as you guys can see now in the live video. There's a new landing animation whenever you are almost going to hit the ground. It looks something like this. There's a new animation for the play zone when someone dies for it, and it shows up on the kill feed. Bots can now loot airdrops in 0.9.0 global beta. I've had a personal experience where I killed a bot and I saw him go